Okay, good evening, everybody, and thank you for tuning into our virtual event for the month of June. This month, we have about seven wonderful dogs that are up for adoption, ready to meet y'all. And we have incredible fosters here to tell you all about them. So, first of all, let me tell you a little bit about our rescue. We are City Dogs and City Kitties. We're a rescue in DC, but we do not have a physical shelter. So, all of our adoptable dogs and cats are with our great fosters. You can find us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at City Dogs Rescue and at our website, which is citydogsrescuedc.org. You can donate, you can inquire about dogs and cats, you can volunteer, you can foster. All of that information is at our website. Also, feel free to ask any questions that you have in the chat, and we will try and get them answered for you. Okay, we're going to start with Layla. So, Layla is being fostered by this wonderful group of girls. She is a 1-year-old pit bull terrier mix, and she weighs just about 52 pounds. So, what can you guys tell us about Layla?
Layla is definitely just full of energy. She's always excited, always wants to go outside. She loves walks. She loves going on, runs around the tennis courts, dog park, stuff like that. And then when we're in the house, she just wants to cuddle and hang out. So if you're on the couch, if you're laying in bed, she just wants to, like right now, sit on top of you and cuddle and hang out. So honestly, she's been really easy. She's definitely a little bit of a puppy still, but that's what makes her fun. She's so sweet, gets along with other dogs really well, other people. It's been really good.
That's awesome to hear. And I know you guys have been at a few of these events. So, can you tell us a little bit what changes you've seen in Layla since the last time we spoke with you?
Yeah, crate training is a huge thing. It took a little bit of time, but she loves her crate now. Like we went from, kind of the barking and whining at night to a great sleeper, goes and hangs out in it during the day if she wants some alone time. That's been really good. And then also just, I feel like interactions with other dogs. She used to, on walks and things, if she would see another dog, just be so crazy and so excited. But now she just kind of quickly says hello, sniffs, still loves to see them, but is not nearly as rambunctious.
That's awesome. And thanks to you guys for doing all that work to help her get crate trained and help her get more comfortable with the dogs that she's meeting.
Yeah.
So what can you say has surprised you guys the most while you've been fostering Layla?
Um, Honestly, probably just how like quickly she got comfortable and acclimated and how sweet she's been. Like she just loves, like I said, to cuddle and to hang out. Like she's so affectionate and it is so cute. Like she just loves her people. She loves like guests and visitors. Like definitely, like if someone's knocking on the door, she'll bark. But like the second they come in, she's so happy to see them. And I think that we thought that, we didn't know if she would love other people. We didn't know if she'd love other dogs, but she has just been the sweetest girl.
Awesome. So what can you say her favorite thing to do is?
Um, Probably go for a walk and then go run on the tennis courts. Like we have tennis courts near our house, so we'll just take a tennis ball and she could run and catch that ball for hours.
What do you think her ideal fit forever family looks like? What do you think she would want more of a yard or more of what do you think?
I do. I think she'd probably want some outdoor space. Like I said, she does like love to hang out inside and cuddle on the couch and stuff, but we do like 4 walks a day, so she's very active and I do think that maybe someone that has a little bit of outdoor space, is home more often, so either works from home or kind of is hybrid, has time to spend time with her at home. I don't think she would love being in the crate for like 8 hours a day. So yeah, probably a little bit of outdoor space and then someone who's home a lot.
Awesome. Is there anything else that you'd like to share about Layla?
Um, I don't know, that much. Just that, like, she's so lovely. She's so been so perfect, and everyone that has met her so far just adores her. So she, I can guarantee she'll be great, whoever adopts her.
Thank y'all for taking the time to do the event tonight. For everybody watching at home, this again is Layla, the 1-year-old pit bull terrier mix. You can find more information about her at cdck.cc/adopt Layla, and Layla is spelled Leila. Thank you guys again. And up next, we have Saylor. Saylor is being fostered by Bo. She is a female hound mix, and she is 2 years old and weighs about 52 pounds. So, hi, Bo. And can you tell us a little bit about Saylor?
Oh, I sure can. So this is Sailor. She is a 2-year-old red hound of some variety. She's such a classic hound. She loves to go on walks and sniff things, and she's got energy for days. Uh, at home, she's very sweet. She's very calm. She loves to be around her people and to cuddle, whether it's and learn tricks. She's a very smart dog. She's picked up sit very well, as well as touch. Good dog. It's right here. There you go. And we are now working on leave it and take it with her. Uh, yeah, she's been a joy to have so far, and she has done very well from day one in the crate.
Awesome. Can you tell us a little bit more about what her process is with training?
Her process with training, yeah, I mean, she picks it up very well. Say, leave it, leave it. Good dog. Take it. So just a little bit of reinforcement learning has done very well with her.
She picked up sit in a day when treats were involved.
Yes, she did.
Wow.
She's also, when we first got her, we think she had never walked on a leash before. So we've been working on some more leash skills with her. She's now at the point where once you have doubled back over lots of all of the very interesting smells and scents, she walks right next to you or just in front on a loose leash. She's done very well in that regard. And crate training, we just keep reinforcing that the crate is a wonderful place to be. She gets all of her meals there. She gets special treats there. And she does very well. She's very smart. She likes that sort of engagement and enrichment and has done a good job at leaving our noisy cats alone.
Yeah, well, thank you for helping her figure that out and learn all that she has. What 3 words would you use to describe Sailor?
Well, let's see. Sailor is smart. She's very sweet and loving. I'm going to count that all as one. And she's excited. She does this little tippy tap dance when she gets out of her crate or when you come home or when she knows she's about to go on a walk or go outdoors. She loves to go chase and investigate new smells. Come here, Sailor. She wants to know what's going on around the house. She just has a great time and she loves to go on adventures with you and see what you're up to. She just wants to be involved.
That's wonderful. She obviously is having a great time with you guys. So on that being involved and following her people around, what do you think an ideal day would look like for her?
Let's see. So surprisingly, she does kind of want to sleep in her crate. She tends to not want to move for at least half an hour before I get up. And then a nice long walk while it's still cool outside. I know we're all struggling in the heat right now, but she'd love a good 30-40 minute walk somewhere with lots of smells. First thing in the morning, breakfast afterwards with some training. And then if she could cuddle with you on the couch all day, she would love that. Otherwise, she would be perfectly happy to curl up while you do work from home, while you run errands. She can wait in the crate for a little while, and then she will be glad to greet you when you come back. And then another walk, maybe midday, could be a little short, could do some playtime and some outdoor training in a yard.
You know what she really loves is running around in a field.
She does love running around in the field. We have some ball fields around here that sometimes we take her to, and she loves to get her sprint going. Sarah, come here. Good dog.
Our cat is having post-dinner zoomies.
Yeah,
Which is
apologies.
Well, Saylor is doing a very good job staying on camera.
Yes, I have her dinner just out of frame. Saylor, come here.
So what else do you think that she would want in her ideal forever home? I know you mentioned that she does well with cats. Do you think she'd be well with another dog sibling, with kids, or anything like that?
For now, she would do best as an only dog. And we haven't really tested her around kids, but for the right kids, for older kids, I think she would like that. She did treat her stuffed animals like puppies when we first got her. We think she was a mom at some point. Sailor, come here. You're the talent here, not me. Good dog. Something. Oh, her ideal home would have wall-to-wall carpets. As you might be able to see, she's not a huge fan of the hardwood floors that we have. She treats our rugs as little islands of safety and kind of hops between them, which does make it easy to contain her a little bit, but she would love to have carpets.
And a big fenced in yard.
And a big fenced-in yard.
Well, is there anything else you'd like to share about her?
Well, we already covered quite a bit. I mean, she's a very smart dog. What else? What else can we say about you, huh? She's not too loud. She doesn't bark or whine all that much. And she loves scritches. Yeah, good dog. Can you sit?
Awesome.
Sit.
Look at that. She's so talented.
Good girl. Good dog. Yeah. And if I have forgotten anything else, she is on Instagram as well.
Oh yes, go ahead and promote your Instagram account. What's the handle?
What is it? Unfortunately, I am not the one that runs the social media. It is on Instagram, Dozy and the Frizz with underscores in between. The profile picture is our cats, but we are featuring our dogs when we have them.
Yes.
Great. So everybody can find. Oh, go ahead.
When I put her in the story, I tagged City Dogs Rescue. So
she's also searchable through City Dogs Rescue.
Yeah, so everybody can find Saylor. You can find her at her own Instagram page, at City Dogs Instagram page, on our website. She is really all over the place. And you can find her at her own special link, which is cdck.cc/adopt Saylor. And again, Saylor is a 2-year-old hound mix, and she weighs about 52 pounds. So thank you guys so much for joining us today, and have a good one. Okay, up next, we have Indigo. Indigo is being fostered by Kelly, and she is a female kind of Labrador Retriever Dachshund mix. She's about 2 years old, and she weighs about 25 pounds. Look at that face. So, Kelly, what can you tell us about Indigo?
So she's probably about our 15th foster, and she might be the best. She is the sweetest little girl. She came in completely potty trained. She's had no accidents in the couple of weeks that we've had her. She's fine in the crate. She sleeps in the crate overnight. I work remote, so she's not in there too much during the day because I'm home, but after a morning walk and some playtime with our resident dog, she is happy to curl up in the doggy bed that we have set up in my office and just play with some toys or take a snooze. She loves to snore. She loves to roll over on her back, kick her legs up in the air, and just snore while I'm on calls all day. So she is quite calm during the day, but then she also loves to get out and run around with our resident dog. And we have a basement, and they just do laps and laps and laps around, chasing each other and wrestling and just having some good playtime. And then after that, she's happy to do this, curl up on the couch with whoever will sit on the couch with her. So
That
she has
is
been a great job.
adorable.
Yeah.
So can you share any of your favorite stories about Indigo or any special habits that she has?
So not this past weekend, but the weekend before, my son plays travel baseball and we were at a tournament about 45 minutes away. We brought her and she is just the best little girl. All of the siblings of the players just loved her and they got to take her on the leash and take her for a walk all around the tournament. And she was fantastic with kids as young as 18 months up to, the players are 10, 11, 12 and older, their older siblings. So she was just getting tons of attention. All the little sisters decided to take a poll because they knew that she was our foster, and Indigo, was her foster name, but they all wanted to change her name because everyone wanted her. So they took a little poll from all the teams, the players and the other teams we were playing against as far as what her name should be. So she was just such a good girl being in the heat all day and then having tons of fun with all of the siblings that were there.
Well, she sounds like a fantastic dog for a family.
And we won, and she
So how
had to be good luck.
yeah, maybe an athlete needs to adopt her just for the good luck.
Look, you gotta look over there.
So how would you say Indigo does around other dogs? You covered all the people, but how does she do around dogs?
She is amazing. She has not met a dog that she doesn't like, even ones that maybe don't want to be her friend. She loves all of the dogs. Anybody that we see on walks, whether they're her size, bigger or smaller. My in-laws came this past weekend with their probably 75-pound pit lab mix that's 10. And the two of them just played all day. This poor 10-year-old dog was just living his puppy life playing with her. So she has been amazing with any dog that she meets. We've got some cats. A couple of our neighbors have outdoor cats, and she hasn't really noticed them or cared too much about them if she's seen them. But all of the dogs, she loves them all. Hi, thank you.
So, well, what do you think? I mean, you've listed a lot of things that she enjoys to do, but what do you think her favorite thing to do is?
So I saved this for this question. She loves riding in cars. She loves cars. As soon as we go outside, she immediately sprints for our car. Not if we're getting in it, we might just be going for a walk. She runs to the car. Any car that she sees when we're out for a walk, she has to go walk around it, see if the door is open. As soon as you open the car door, boom, she hops in and she is happy as can be to go for a ride in a car. My husband has a big truck and she hops her way into that and just loves to be in the car. And we actually watched some of the F1 races here, and she loves to sit on the couch and watch the TV and watch the race cars go. So she is a big fan of cars. So there's no motion sickness, nothing. She loves to sit in the car and sit in the back seat with whoever's back there and snuggle with them while we're riding. Again,
Oh, cute.
would you please
Is there anything else you'd like to share about Indigo?
I mean, she has really just been amazing. She's been great with kids and people and dogs, and again, no accidents here. And her and the resident dog, they eat well together. Like there's no issues with food or toys or anything. She hasn't destroyed anything that's not a toy. Like she doesn't chew on shoes or couches or rugs or anything like that. She does great on the leash. She's happy to go for walks outside. She's pretty small, so she's not going to pull you over when you go for a walk. So I wouldn't have a problem with my 10-year-old taking her for a walk because I know he can control her. And so she does enjoy going for walks, but loves also to run around and is happy to just chill on the couch at the end of the night. Again.
Wonderful. Well, she seems like a great dog.
She is a very good dog, yes.
Thank you both so much for joining us today. Again, Indigo is a little Labrador Retriever Dachshund mix. She's about 2 years old and 25 pounds. You can find out more about her at her special link, which is cdck.cc/adoptindigo. Thank you guys so much for joining us.
Thank you. Bye.
Up next, we have Unega, who's being fostered by Sinead. Unega is a male American bulldog. He's about a year old and weighs around 50 pounds.
Hi, but
Sinead's here in the background.
Sinead's in the background. I'm Ari. And so
Okay.
I apologize for the angle, but Unega decided to not be in the right position and just kind of crawl behind. So that's what we're gonna do. So Unega is an awesome, resilient, great dog. So she's he's probably a boxer bulldog mix. He had kind of a sad story where his family had to let him go because they couldn't afford to keep him, and then he came here. And from the second he got off the transport, he was just a super excited, friendly, loving dog who wanted nothing more to kind of jump up on you, which is something we need to work on, and just wag his tail and be very, very licky and lovely. And he's really adapted really well to our house. We have two of our own dogs, and he loves them both, even though they're a little bit snarky towards him sometimes. Um, he's just a joy. He wants to say hi to every person he comes across. He's a little warm right now, which is why he's panting. We were running around in the dog park for a little while with a very exuberant playmate, and he loves to play with dogs. Um, he will just go and go and go. And I was saying, when we take him out for walks, if he sees a person across the street, he wants to go over and say hello. And most often they want to say hello back because he's just got a great look to him. He's really friendly. Um, what else? He's great walker. He will go on walks as long as as often as you want. Um, he's totally house trained. Um, he isn't really crate trained. We probably could have been more diligent with the crate training when we got him, but honestly, he just sleeps quietly in his dog bed next to our bed every night and sleeps through the night. And when we leave the house, hey, come here, bub. When we leave the house, he's a dream. Like he doesn't. There's no destruction. There's no barking. There's nothing. He's just happy all the time. So yeah, he's great. The other weekend or two ago, we took him to his morning walk, and then we went to a farmer's market, and then we sat at a cafe, and he was great in public, great at the cafe. Wanted to meet anyone who wanted to meet him, but he was pretty chill. And yeah, he's kind of a dream dog, Velcro dog. Like he will follow you around and sit on you.
Yes, I remember when Unega came off the van, and I can vouch for his adorableness in person. He's a very sweet boy.
Yeah.
So what has surprised you the most about Unega?
I think you just said it. I mean, and I said it earlier, his adaptability. I mean, this is a dog who, by all rights, should be kind of annoyed at everyone because he was abandoned and he's been moving around a lot, and he's just wonderful and enthusiastic. I mean, I know like all dogs are enthusiastic, but like this dog is really just thrilled to be alive and thrilled to be engaging with everyone and thrilled to get up every day. He gets up. He is a morning dog. He gets up by 6:30, 7 every day. Wants to go on his walk and wants to explore. But when it comes time for bedtime, he's ready to go to bed. And yeah, he's super adaptable and super enthusiastic.
So does Unega have a favorite toy or a favorite food that you found?
Well, so he loves his bones. Um, he loves his bones. Um, and he also loves playing tug of. He has a little, dog rope thing with the knots at the end of it. He loves fetching that and playing tug with that. Um, honestly, he's he's a little finicky with his food. I mean, obviously, he loves human food, so like that's one thing. If you're eating, he will try to eat your food. But I mean, most dogs will, but he doesn't really love his regular dog food. So we got to work on that or find him a different food. We've been kind of cheating and throwing a little pumpkin in his food with him, and that seems to get him to wolf it down. But yeah, I mean, yeah, and no like super favorite food in the world, but yeah, he's super playful with whatever you put in front of him, basically. So in terms of toys, bones, ropes, little things you can throw. Ball. He's not really super into balls, but I'm sure he could be if you wanted to train him to play fetch with a tennis ball.
So what do you think his ideal forever family looks like?
Rah. Sorry. um, um, these are his. He's very he's very happy. His ideal forever family is one that has lots of I think bigger kids. I He's fine with smaller kids, but he's not a small dog, and he's not always the gentlest. Like, I mean, he's not biting or anything. He's a big dog and he gets excited. So I think kids who are teenagers, who could help out because, like I said, he loves his walks. He loves everybody. If he had a backyard that was fenced in, it would be amazing. Um, if a family had a dog or even two dogs that were good with other dogs and not reactive because he likes to play, that would be great too. I haven't seen him with cats. I've read that he's good with cats, so that would have to be a trial thing. But yeah, I mean, just basically a high activity level family. He needs to get out. We take him through the woods. He loves the water. He loves the woods. He loves meeting. So he has lots of energy, and he will go out for walks until you're ready to stop walking. You will tire out before he will. So he's great.
Do you have any final thoughts that you want to share with everyone?
Um, what do you think?
I would just say he's so silly and just so much fun. Like there are so many times I'll be on a work call and I'll get off and I can't find him and I'll find him snoozing in the middle of our bed with the fan on. Like he takes every opportunity to enjoy life and he's just like a silly goober. We're having a lot of fun with him.
I will say two things. One, when we first got, like, whoever gets him, like, he's a foster dog. He may have a couple of accidents the first couple of days, but after that he never did. And we and I don't know if this is a good thing or not. I mean, we're not the biggest disciplinarians in the world, so he really enjoys lolling around the house, whether it's on our bed or on the couch or wherever. I just think he's great. I think a goober is the right word. He's a silly goose who is adorable and just will take all the love in the world.
Wonderful. Well, thank you guys for fostering him and for giving him all the love that he wants.
Yeah.
It's our
So
pleasure.
everybody can find more information about Unega at his little website, which is cdck.cc/adopt Unega, and Unega is spelled Unega.
Oh, and
Thank you guys
Unega
again.
means
Oh, go
and
ahead.
Unega is a Cherokee word for the color white. So that's the name. Anyway, yeah, go ahead.
There you go. And he's mainly white.
Yep,
Good for
exactly.
Unega.
Thanks, guys.
Awesome. Have a good one.
Bye-bye.
Up next, we have Tommy, who is being fostered by Peggy. Tommy is a male hound mix. He's about 1 year old and he weighs around 65 pounds. So Peggy, what can you tell us about Tommy?
Well, from one goober to the next, Tommy is a huge goober. Yeah. The other day he was watching me make the bed, but he didn't want to move after I moved to the other side of the bed. So he just put his head totally upside down and his lips are hanging and his tongue was hanging and he thought that was the best solution. He's adorable. But
Awesome.
yeah, Tommy is very charismatic. I live in Union Market and I take him out like 4 times a day and it's hard for me to get anywhere because you can't really see his face. He's busy licking the peanut butter out of his Kong, but he's got a very sweet face and he's 1 year old, but he's like a giant puppy. He's like a 65-pound puppy. And that's his only vice because a butterfly goes by and he's so interested and everyone that walks down the street, he's just like couldn't be more fascinated by everything in life. So he's a love, and he's been learning really fast. So I've been working on leash training with him, and I've actually never had a foster learn so fast with the leash training. So he's really he's licking me right now. He really wants to please, but he's also He's not a vulgar dog. He's actually pretty independent because he also just wants to meet everybody and learn about the world. And he doesn't need that kind of like emotional attachment of just being with one person. He's happy to meet everybody.
Wonderful. So can you share a little bit more about how he's doing with his training?
Yeah, so Tommy has had quite a journey from what he's been through. It's amazing that he just acts like a puppy, like nothing's ever happened to him. He's had hind leg issues, and he had one hind leg operated on, and the other one needs it as well. So poor guy, he limps, but it doesn't deter him, and we're gonna get him in physical therapy. Um, but he's had this journey with his leg, and I think that's probably why he was a little bit late on his leash training, just because he wasn't able to kind of walk like normal. But the last time I took him to the vet said that he was great to walk, and so we're doing lots of walks, and I notice I'm getting stronger every day, so I'm really proud of him. And he's also really smart to know his limits. Like if he's getting tired, he'll sit down, like he'll tell me that he's tired. So he never complains, but he's also like smart about it. So
That's wonderful, and that's great to hear that he's being resilient and that you're taking such good care of him as well. So what other changes have you noticed in Tommy since you started fostering him?
well, mainly the leash training, that was his big thing. He'd already learned from before he came to me to not jump up. I guess that had been a big issue for him, and he's never jumped up on me. He's really good about that. He's also really easy to have in the house. As soon as I sit down, he takes that cue, and he just relaxes. So even though he's such a big boy in my tiny apartment, he's fine. Um, what else? He has a weird innate understanding of what's mine and what's his. So he can destroy like a stuffed toy in a couple of minutes of his own, but he would never chew anything of mine. Even sometimes I leave his treat bag in a place that he could easily reach because he's such a big dog, but he never does that. He's very polite. And I don't have a car, and so I wasn't able to pick up the trait right after I got him, but I was told that he was really good outside of the crate. So he's been fine, and I'll even leave him. Like I left him 8 hours last week, and he was totally fine, didn't touch anything, just played with his treats. I fill his Kong with his puppy peanut butter, and he's thrilled, and then he just sleeps.
Well, so have you noticed how Tommy does around other dogs and other people?
Yes, so I think probably if you ask me, like his favorite thing in the world, is other dogs. Like he loves other dogs. And I was walking him the other day, and a dog was super kind of dominant and was like mounting him. It didn't phase him at all. I've never seen him even growl at anybody. I don't even think he knows how to bite. Like he's just the least aggressive dog I've ever met. Um, and so he handles all of this dog interaction even on a leash, like, and doesn't have a problem. But definitely he would need to be in a home that the dog is not reactive, because all he wants to do is play. So he would love to be in a home with a dog and just play his life away, and that would be heaven for him. I don't know
Awesome.
about cats, but I did have him outside where there was a bird that flew down to get some food on the ground near him, and he just looked at the bird and looked at the food and didn't even stand up from his sitting position. So he's very chill and easy with basically all beings, also children. I've had children come up to him, and he was totally happy to meet them. But again, I think someone else said something similar, that it would be better teenage children because he is so big, so that when he gets excited, when he sees another dog on a leash, you have to be strong to hold him.
Awesome. Is there anything else that you'd like to share about Tommy?
Um, no, I mean, he's also a love, like he's really loving to me. Like right now, he's just a really good boy. I can't take him anywhere. He's just a little celebrity, so that's it.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for joining tonight. Again, this is Tommy. He is a 1-year-old male hound mix, weighs about 65 pounds, and you can find out more information at his little website, which is cdck.cc/adopt Tommy. Awesome. Up next, we have Tuca. Tuca is being fostered by Ariana. She is a female 1-year-old hound mix and she weighs just about 46 pounds. So Ariana, what can you tell us about Tuca?
I can tell you she's very interested in treats, although now she's not coming out because I've been feeding her treats while we've been waiting our turn. Come here, baby. Here she is.
Oh. We got a nice little sneak peek.
Yeah, we've only had her for about a week. Come here, sweetheart. So she's here. She is. Here she is. So she is a great big puppy, lots of energy, and she's still learning her manners. So we've been working on that this week, but she's made so much progress. It's really been great to watch. Here, want to show? Sit. Good sit, good girl.
Oh, good job.
Yeah.
And on that note, how has she been adjusting to your home?
She has been quiet overnight in the crate every night from day one. And we had a couple accidents the first day, but since then she's really been doing great at potty training. And whoop, still learning. Here, sit. Can you sit? Good sit.
There
Good
you
girl.
go.
Yeah. So she is, yes, lots of kisses. She's very kissy and very snuggly. And I would say very quiet during the day. This is actually her zoomiest time of day, is this time of night. So it's been a little bit of a challenge waiting our turn, but she sleeps all day while I'm working and then she wants to go out and play. So this is the time of night that she's really, I need to turn off the blur. The blur is weird. Let me see if I can fix that.
Yeah, well, thank you so much for being patient with her and helping her figure everything out and adjust to her zoomies and all of that.
Good girl.
So what do you think an ideal day looks like for Tuca?
Ideal day looks like a nice walk in the morning down and a snooze in the afternoon and then a dog park at night. She loves other dogs. She is so social. She gets along with everyone. She's just very playful and she loves to get out that energy, chasing toys. She really has been very good at chewing toys and not anything else around her house, which is pretty impressive. I've been pleased that my children's toys have not been chewed to pieces, even though she's out of the crate during the day with us. So, and she's pretty gentle with the toys too. So, yeah. Yeah.
Can you tell us any favorite stories about Tuca or special traits that she has?
A special trait that she has is I was taking a nap on the bed the other day and she like sensed that it was quiet time and she got up on the bed and laid down next to me and she just snuggled me and went right to sleep. It was very cute and very sweet. She's very soft and snuggly. Here we go. Sit. Good girl.
So what would you say Tuca's ideal forever home looks like?
I think it would be a home with an active family and another dog because I think she just loves other dogs so much that she would really love to be in a home with a friend who she could play with. She really lights up at the dog park and with other dogs. Come here, Tuca. She really lights up with other dogs and she loves people. She just loves to be social all the time. She loves people. She loves dogs. So lots of people around, probably until she is better at her manners, probably not little kids. She just has a lot of energy and enthusiasm. But I do think we're making progress in getting there. And even in the last week, I've seen a big change with her around my own kids who are young. And she is making progress with being gentle with them and understanding how they play. And so I think it's something we could work towards, but at the moment, probably older kids and an active family.
She's just adorable.
Yes, she's very cute.
Is there anything else you'd like to tell us about Tuca?
No, just, obviously working on the puppy manners, but she's a joy and she's made so much progress. I definitely expect more progress to be made in the next few weeks. So I think she came from a house with a lot of other dogs, and that's why she's so socialized with dogs, but maybe not with people. I think it might have been a hoarding situation actually. So she has her own space now and lots of time to learn and grow, and we're going to get her to be a wonderful family pet, right, Tuca?
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your patience with her and for helping her get to a place where she can be an awesome dog for a family.
All right.
Thank you guys so much. And to learn more about Tuca, you can go to her website, which is cdck.cc/adopt Tuca. And Tuca is spelled Puck. Yep. And up next, last but not least, actually, we have Mabel. Mabel is being fostered by April. Mabel is a about 2-year-old female hound mix, and she weighs about 54 pounds. So, April, what can you tell us about Mabel? You're still muted, by the way. There you go.
Mabel just got done with a mini play date with a neighbor's older dog and did great. But she's having a little bit of the zoomies, although now she's like, what is going on? You're talking. I don't know if you can see her in the background. She's a little bit of a shadow. She was playing
Yes,
with
we can
her
see her.
bunny. You were playing with the bunny. Yeah. Mabel, you want to come up and say hi to the people? Yeah, say hi to the people. Yeah, say hi
Hi,
to the people.
Mabel.
Hi, she's definitely a couch dog. That's where we're sitting right now. She loves being on this couch and watching silly YouTube videos like squirrels and bunnies. She's a big bunny fan. Oh, and she loves pets. I don't know if you saw her nosing my arm. She's like, hey, why'd you stop? Why'd you stop? I love pets. I love pets. Yes, you do. And she
So
loves.
keep going.
Oh, and we have a little bit of a big windowsill right here that's on the back side of the couch that she loves to sit on during the day and watch out the window for see the comings and goings of the whole neighborhood. Yeah, she's a really sweet dog, and she's never cared about another couch. She loves couches.
So what is your favorite thing about Maple?
I love that she's so easy to walk on a leash. That has been delightful because my last dog was a polar, big time. And Mabel, she's so easy on walks. It's like night and day. Um, and she loves walking around the neighborhood and meeting other dogs and looking at all the bunnies. We have a lot of bunnies in our neighborhood this summer for some reason. And she just stops and stares at them and is very interested, but doesn't really chase after them or pull. It's really wonderful. But she's very interested in them.
What 3 words would you use to describe her?
Snuggly, for sure. Um, Food motivated and sweet. She's a very sweet dog. She's very sweet with my 2 and my 6-year-old. They're not here tonight, but she's very sweet and gentle with them. She jumps up on me when I get home. She's very excited and jumps up when she sees me, but she's never jumped up on the 2 and the 6-year-old. Looks like she intrinsically knows, like, be gentle with these guys. They're a lot smaller than the big one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this next question is kind of the inverse of the one I asked earlier, but what is Mabel's favorite thing to do?
She likes to steal food off the kitchen counter. So she loves human food. And she loves walks. She really is so excited when I start putting the adopt me thing on her and the leash on, and she is ready to go. She loves smelling everything in our neighborhood and saying hi to everybody, and saying hi to the bunnies in our neighborhood.
So what do you think her ideal forever home looks like? Do you think the bunnies are like a hard requirement, or is that just like a
It's
optional
just a
thing?
very weird thing. The summer has been the summer of bunnies in our neighborhood. I don't know where they all came from. I've been living here 10 years and I've never seen rabbits like this. Um, so I think ideally, she was a little skittish around cars and big trucks when I first got her. It's been about a month and a half ago, and she's gotten used to cars and trucks, but I wonder if a city environment she would be a little skittish around like all the people. She's still a little nervous around people that she doesn't know well. Um, and so I think kind of a quieter suburban maybe place might be better for her. She could adopt to the city. I mean, that could be fine. But it might take a little bit of time getting used to. But I think she could do really well in a house with another dog. She loves meeting other dogs on our walks and is very polite and sniffing and doing the tail wagging thing. I haven't taken her to a dog park yet because I think that's against the rules. But I think she would do well in a dog park. So I think she would do well as a single dog or a dog with other dogs in the house. I think she'd do well with kids in the house of any age. So
Yeah, and just for the audience, for context,
yeah,
we sometimes recommend not to take dogs to dog parks when they just get off the van and they get to DC, because it can be a lot of stimulation. You don't know how they're going to react in that environment. So that's typically what we advise. Yeah, and
okay.
so
I've just been nervous
yeah,
about following the rules. This is my first
yeah,
time
yeah. That's those
fostering.
are the rules.
It's my first time fostering. So
Well, thank you
yeah,
for fostering and joining our call for your first time.
yeah, you're very welcome. Happy to do it. Were there any
Yeah.
other questions? I'm trying to remember the list.
No, you answered all of them. If you have any other things that jump out about her, you can go ahead and share. But otherwise, you did it all.
No, she's a sweet pie. I think she was a great addition to anybody's family.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for joining.
You're welcome. Maybe
Um,
we'll say bye. Yeah, yeah. Look at that face.
Again, Mabel is a female hound mix. She is 2 years old and she weighs just about 54 pounds. You can find out more information about that gorgeous girl at her website, which is cdck.cc/adopt Mabel. Thank you again.
Welcome. Oh,
And that is our last foster for the night. So thank you, of course, all of our wonderful fosters, not just for joining today, but for all of the work that they do to help make sure that these dogs are well homed, well fed, well kept, everything. I also want to thank our audience for checking in with us this month. And you can find us here again next month for our July virtual event.